Okay guys, so I'm here at American Hunter in Covington, Louisiana with Ronnie. He's the owner of the shop and he's going to be helping me pick out a bow. So I've been looking at two bows and luckily I called him up. I said, hey, do you carry bears? I was like, because I'm looking at the Bear Redemption EKO and they've been looking at the Mathews, the newest Mathews, either VXR or the V3, which is what they got now. And so I called him up and I was like, do you have Mathews and Bear? He's like, yep, I got both of them. So I was like, oh, those are the two bows I'm looking at getting. So it just happens to work out that he has the two bows. So I'm going to try out both the Redemption EKO, which is their top of the line bow, right, and the Mathews VX3, which is the new V3. I'm sorry, yeah, VXR was last year's.
VXR was last year.
Yeah, so we're going to try that one out too. So we're going to try out both bows and just kind of see which one I like the best. So Mathews is a little bit more expensive, but they're both top of the line bows for them.
It's a Cadillac.
Yeah, we'll see where we go. All right, guys, we'll see what happens.
Southern born and I'm southern bred. There's no other place I'd rather lay my head than underneath that Dixie sky, watching the moon and the stars go by.
So, you know, one of the first things when you're going to get a bow set up is getting your draw length right.
That's correct.
So,
if your draw length's not right, nothing's right.
yeah. So, all right, first off, you're going to measure me, right?
Yes. So, look, I want you to take,
There we go.
keep
Right there.
going. Touch your middle finger to that piece of trim right there.
Okay.
Bring this arm down just a little bit. Relax in your chest a little bit.
Okay.
Just, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, you go ahead and come all the way off the wall.
Okay.
And then just hold this in and just take a measure for me. Got it?
Yes.
70 3/4. So what we'll do is we'll divide that by 2.5, and that's going to give us your
Okay.
your
Your
draw.
draw length. Okay.
Sorry, I can't do that in my head. So 28.3.
28, okay.
So what we'll do is we'll set it at 28, and with the D lead, it's going to give you the draw length you need.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that bow, which maybe I should get my old bow too, and hold it back and tell me
Let's set this one,
Yeah.
and we'll go from there because we don't know that your other one's right anyhow.
Well, that's what I was going to see. If we'll look at it and be like, man, you've been shooting a bow.
You've been shooting it wrong for so long. Yeah, that's true too.
All right, so Ronnie got this bow set for me at 60 pounds,
60 pounds.
which is kind of close to what I've been shooting. We just threw a whisker biscuit on it. We don't have a sight on it, but I'm just going to draw it back and just kind of see how it feels.
It's going to sound a little bit. Let's shoot it, and then we'll actually cut that stuff off.
Yeah, okay.
So you kind of.
I just mainly want to. Oh, dude, I really like that.
You feel that back wall though?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it had a really smooth draw.
Right.
I wonder what we have this let off at.
We're going to look and see.
I really like the smoothness of the draw. Now I know. Let's see. Let me feel this back wall. I can definitely feel that. I think.
Tell you what. Let's take and move these draw stops
Yeah.
back one. I'm sorry, back this way one, and it's going to give you.
More let off.
Yes.
Yeah, I can definitely feel like I don't have a whole lot of let off compared to my bow that I'm
you
shooting
have
right
the
now.
let off, but the valley's short.
Yeah, the valley short. It's
Okay.
a little bit. Which honestly, in a lot of ways, I kind of like that.
Because you got to hold against it.
You got to hold against it, right?
When you hold against it, it's going to make you shoot a little more accurate. But
If you have to hold it for a long
that's
time.
just it. With the deers coming in, and it's a whole nother.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna adjust the let off, and then we're gonna shoot it. Draw back some more.
Yeah, I'm going to go adjust this. I'll be right back.
All right. All right. All right. So we adjusted the back wall a little bit. Let's see how this feels.
We may have to adjust it some more.
Okay.
Like, the badge is pretty
Much better, huh?
Yeah.
I can see it already.
I just really like the way
The draw
the
cycle.
draw cycle on this bow.
It doesn't dump on the back
It
end,
doesn't.
does it?
No, that's
It's
what I
so-
like about it. It's
it's-
smooth from the beginning
That's
to
right.
the end.
Exactly.
And this is the Redemption EKO. I feel like a little more vibration in this bow than my Obsession, but not like nothing to be aggravating, like noticeable, like seriously.
But keep in mind,
But
your
it's a-
Obsession's probably a $1,200 bow, $1,100 bow.
Well, it's bigger. There's a big and it's heavier. Would that make a difference?
No, not so
No,
much.
not so much. Okay.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, but I mean,
I want to know if it's got dampening features
Yeah,
on it.
right,
It may
right.
have different dampening features, maybe higher end dampening features. You know.
so, alrighty. Well,
I want you to shoot it one more time.
one more time. All right. Really, what I'm liking about this is just the draw cycle.
I know it.
It's
It
just-
looks
it's-
smooth.
It is
Like I say, it doesn't dump on the back end like most do.
yeah. That's just
I mean,
smooth from the beginning to the end,
Right?
and it's no peak, hard valley.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
And you know that little bit of vibration you're feeling too. You stick a stabilizer on there.
right.
it'll probably
Oh, well,
go
that's
away.
another thing. Yeah, I don't have a stabilizer.
That's right.
on
This
it.
is bare
Bare,
bone.
you're right. That's probably the biggest difference. It's just no stabilizer on it. So yeah, yeah. I think I really like the way this thing is feeling as far as the draw, because it's my obsession right now is at 55, 56.
Right.
This
That
is at
this
60.
is 60.
Yeah. Hey, let's do this. Let's put it up to 70 and let me draw it at 70.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Come on. Hank.
Pounds.
Okay. All right. So I've been drawing back my bow that I have is like 55, 56, I think. So we got this.
And
up
you
to
just drew this one back at 60.
But it felt pretty smooth at 60.
Now we're at 72 pounds.
Yeah, it felt pretty smooth.
Let's see what he's got. That still wasn't bad, was it?
No.
Not like you thought.
And that
it
was at 72
That
pounds.
was a 72 pound. You can shoot that bag if you
Yeah.
want. Now, how did the vibration feel since we went up poundage? Did it change any?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know why I'm getting some-
How did the back wall feel?
Is my arm out too straight?
Well, did it hit you a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, watch. I'm gonna show you something with your grip. So,
Right.
so kind of hold the bow out. So you see this part of your hand? Let's do this. Roll it
Roll it.
and get your lifeline on the edge of that grip right there. It's gonna feel really funny when you draw it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I'm
But
doing this.
but look, so what's happening is when you do this, watch this part of my arm. It's like this, right?
Torquing my wrist.
So whenever I do this, look how it
Torques
works
it
its way out. But my knuckles are out at a 45. Here's what happens though. So the reason you want it on that lifeline is because you're pushing straight back into your wrist. If you get here, look, see how it kicks my hand, and then if you get over here, it's just not right. It doesn't even feel right.
Yeah.
So if you get here, it pushes. If you get right here, you're pushing straight back into your wrist, so you're more locked, pushing bone on bone.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure do you have a Mathews that's set up to shoot?
I got one set at 28 inches. You want to shoot it?
Yeah, that's good. All right, so I shot the bear, which Redemption EKO, which feels really good, and now I got the Mathews V3s. This year's Mathews.
This is the 31-inch bow, not the 27.
You're right, and which you obviously don't need the top of the line bow, but this is the top of the line pretty much.
Top of the line.
And so I want to see how much difference.
The Cadillac.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, what?
This is at 65?
Yeah, I think so. I would check it and see to make sure.
We don't have
It's
it.
okay. It's gonna be clean. That's where the difference is.
Yeah,
I saw in your face because you didn't even know really what to think. There's your difference. So when people ask, well, what's the difference? Well, you don't know until you feel it, and I just saw it written all over your face why
Yeah, dude,
this bow is
like-
$1,100.
right. It's you couldn't even feel it.
It's almost like it didn't go off, right?
No, it didn't. I really didn't think it'd be that big a difference between that Redemption, because the
That's
Redemption.
why this is the best selling bow in the country.
Right. Yes.
So what you gonna do now, Paul?
Look, well, if I'm going to
Gotta be
spend the
laughing.
money to get my best bow that I can get, I mean, a couple $100 to me is.
That's why I asked you a few minutes ago, how much are you going to use this thing? Because it's a tool, right? Whether you buy a $400 tool or this tool, they're going to do the same job. How do you want it to feel in this hand when you turn it loose? That's the
Right,
question.
yeah. Well, especially if I don't ever want to buy another bow again.
This is true.
If you like, because if you buy a bow, they're like, all right, this is a pretty good bow, but it's really not. It's like I mean,
You see, it dumps a little bit more.
Yeah, it
But you
does.
feel how it feels like it has more let off, right?
Right.
Because it's got a different valley, which is just a cam style.
right. it's so dead in the dang hand, dude.
I'll say this too, just us standing here talking about it. This bow is quieter than the other one.
Oh,
It is. Very much so.
It's.
All right. I was like, you know what? It ain't gonna be that much.
I asked you if you wanted. You sure you wanted to do this?
Oh no! Yeah, at 65 pounds, it's just like buttery, smooth.
But it just has a little bit different feel because that other bow is just as smooth, right? This one dumps a little bit more in the back end.
Right, it dumps a little bit more, but also there's like no vibration. I could feel that Bear Redemption. There's a vibration in that bow.
Right. This one
It was dead.
now. This one is dead anyway, and the only reason I can tell you this is because I've shot them all. But this one does have a stabilizer,
Yeah.
whereas the other one didn't. If you put this stabilizer on that bow, I think it's going to take a bunch of that vibration out.
Think so?
I do.
Take a little bit out. Yeah.
I wish you'd have seen your face.
Yeah.
That's okay. I got it on video.
Yeah.
I think you're smiling a lot more with this bow in your hand than
He
the other
is,
one.
isn't he?
Yeah. All right. We're going to have to think about this, guys. Okay, guys. So I came over here to American Hunter in Covington, Louisiana. I got with Ronnie. And, you know, I was looking at two different bows. I was looking at the Mathews V3, which is this year's model, and the Bear Redemption EKO, which is Bear's top of the line model that they came out with this year. And luckily, the two bows that I was looking at, he had both of them, which was nice. So I shot the Redemption, and you know, it was a good bow. It felt good. Had a really nice draw cycle, but it had a little bit of vibration to it that I could feel. And you know, it's less expensive than the V3.
So, a couple $100.
Yeah, so and that's why I was kind of leaning towards that. But then he's like, "Well, you should shoot." Or you said you want to shoot the V3. I was like, "You're like, are you sure?" Because he knew that when I shot this V3, that I was going to want it, and he was right, because this bow is so dead in your hand when you shoot it. It's just so buttery smooth. It's so dead.
That's why this was the top selling bow.
Right, that's why it's the top selling bow. So after shooting the two bows, I'll be going with the Mathews V3. And hey, but this is actually, guys, why you want to go to a good bow shop and get with a good bow technician, so you can shoot multiple different bows before you pick out a bow. Especially when you're really trying to up your, you know, if you're just getting a beginner bow, it doesn't really matter too much. But when you're really wanting to get the bow that you want, you need to get with it.
Not just buying the bow, but getting fitted as well.
Right, getting fitted, exactly. Making sure that you got the right draw length,
Right
poundage. Right poundage. You're gonna be able to shoot well. I guess that's the right saying, and then have it set up correctly. You know, you want to go to a good bow shop, because if you go to one of these big box stores, we won't say names, and they're just gonna sell you a bow, and then see you later. But I'm
out of service.
Right. But I know here, hey, if I have an issue, I need some adjustments, and we want to change the poundage, I can come back, holler at him, come over here. He's going to help me out. So yeah, hey guys, if y'all are anywhere in South Louisiana, South Mississippi, it is worth the drive to come over here and get with these guys at American Hunter over here in Covington, and let them set you up, because it makes a big difference. So hey, thanks again for watching the video, and remember, it's just better down here, y'all.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and go to thesouthernhood.com to check out all my shirts and other Southern Hood stuff I got going on over there. Hey, thanks again, and remember, it's just better down here, y'all.